Hey guys, this is Edgar from Team Infinite. I just want to show you guys my Luard Diablo build. I'll get straight to it. Um, I use full bow, combo off with my Diablo place. You call out your blaster with Dark Spirit, nuke something on the board. If you can't call itself out, you can call out the blaster Dark Diablo that you run in the build too. You can use it as swingers, so good card. And you can recycle them, so you can keep doing the combo if you like. I run 8 criticals. Shiny criticals. I'm hoping this number bumps up either by 1 or by 2. Still working on the build. But yeah, obviously for pressure. Draws. Fixed columns. Fuels your soul. You call them out with your Luard, so they're really good. And defensive draws are amazing. One stand. This is probably going to get taken out, but it's done its justice so far. At GB1, it counts as 2 whenever you use for a cost. So for your Spectros and your Diablos, it's a good card. And it recycles itself. After it's used, it goes back into the deck and you shuffle. And of course your 4 heals. For your grade 1s, I run 1 East. It's the one from the structure deck ritual, whenever it's called. From the deck, and so +2, and then after it boosts is counterblast 1, retire the unit instantly, call in and draw a card. So it's not bad. One of the Eagles, whenever you call out at GB1, it gains +4. It's limited by itself. Behind a 7, it's an 18, and behind Morphessa, makes bigger columns. 2 sword breakers. You gotta be careful how you use it. It's free pluses, of course, but again, soul is precious to this deck, so make sure you don't abuse it too much. And I like 2, no more than 2, no less than 2. Good card. I don't know how to pronounce the name, but 3 of the black chain, grade 1. What is it?
Kaladin or Kaden?
Kaden, something like that. Kahedin.
Yeah.
Whenever it's sacked for one of your Diablos, your Diablo gains a +5 and an on hit. And then the attack hits, one of your holes gets a +5 too. Good card. Makes your Diablos pretty beefy and almost hard to block. Erez, Dragsaber Erez Ezra, whatever it's called. Amazing card, actually. At Ritual, choose 2 copies, retire a unit, and then put 1 in your hand and the other one at the bottom of the deck. Free PG. It's an amazing card. And then for Abyssal Owl, this helps you control your damage. It countercharges. At Ritual, if it's sacked for a Luard ability, countercharge 1. Whenever it's called from your hand, look at top 7, search for a Luard, and you have to discard up to a grade 3. So I don't use that very often, but it's there for the countercharging. For your grade 2s, the 1 Blaster Dark Spirit. It's a tanky body, so if you ride it as Vanguard, good luck to your opponent trying to rush you. Whenever it's called, which you're from deck, counterblast 1, retire a unit in the front row. Work for your Diablo plays. 2 Skull Witch Nimings. It's a good card. I know it's kind of sketchy running at 2. It can be scary if you ride it because triggers can connect. But a counterblast 1, ditch a card, draw 2 cards. Helps you fix your ritual in your drop zone. Search out or cycle through your deck so you could get missing pieces. It's a good card, especially if you open this up with another grade 2. You're looking at a good second turn. Now the Black Chain Hoel. This card is amazing. I run it at 4 because I'm trying to get it to hand as quickly as possible. Put it on board, try to protect it. Whenever you call the grade 1 Kahedin, it counter charges 1 and soul charges 1. So it fixes your soul issues. Anytime a grade 1 is called out, your Vanguard and himself gains a +3. And it only works for Diablo, by the way, so I probably should mention that. But if you bring out 2, you're fixing your soul issues, and you're looking at good turns coming up ahead. And it fixes really good. It jumps up for pretty good columns. Not a bad card, and you can recycle it too. So, well, you can't recycle this, but you can recycle the Kahedin, sorry. And Morphessa. Morphessa is such a good card. At Ritual, gains a +5, so it's 14 on his own. And if it connects, it kind of blasts 1 and call out a grade 1. I don't use that a lot, but I mean, you're trying to set up the board for a following turn, or you're trying to get another booster or something. It's a good card. Behind a 7, it makes a 21k roll, makes pretty good numbers. And then in the drop zone at GB1 is considered a grade 1, so go Ritual. For your grade 3s, I run one that's kind of like a pseudo death spray, but it's free at ritual. Whenever it swings, it gains, if you can retire one of your units, it gains a +3, so it's 13 by himself. Then you're at the end of that battle, your opponent chooses one of their units and retires it. Is there for your Diablo push? I want to kind of amp the, maybe put it to 2. I'll still work on it, but I like the card. It's free. And then 2 Blaster Dark Diablo. This is your secondary Vanguard. And you can also use it for your full bow. Bring it out. It's 11 swinger. Not a bad card. I'm pretty sure I don't need to explain the card. You guys are probably already know it. And then finally, Luard himself.
Yeah, I didn't think he used this card.
What was that?
I didn't think he used this card.
Oh, you didn't think so?
Nah.
I'm going to run a ritual build without Luard. At ritual, you get to, not the turn that you write it himself, you have to wait a turn, but at ritual you return 2 normal units from your drop zone, put them at the bottom of the deck, and then when you stride break, and then that gives you the free stride. And then whenever you stride break, counter blast 1, retire a unit, and then call out 2 grade 1 or less units. So you have a whole grade 1 and grade 0s to filter out too. And then for your the G spot. Yeah. Dismal is very important to me, and I decided to run it at 1. I mean, it's there to protect anything you want, but mainly for your Hoa and Morphesus. You know, you want to keep them there, keep them alive, or even against board wipes. You want to make sure that you at least keep 1 unit on the board. 3 Plot Maker, free 25k shield. Ritual, it gains a plus 10,000, 25. Awesome. Sabreeze, freaking hate this card. It doesn't, I'm running at the moment, obviously you have it there for your opponents that like to do the grade 2 game. But I'm not a fan of the card. It doesn't benefit the deck whatsoever. Once you use it, you exhausted a lot of resources, you counterblast, and then after that, your Morphesus becomes active, and pretty much nothing else can really benefit from it. But so this might get taken out. 2 Carnivore, great card, especially going first. You sacrifice as an activation, retire a unit, and your opponent has to retire 2 units. It can't meet that requirement. Then everything in your front row gains a plus 4,000. So you want to make sure you get those units up there, and then they become good swingers, high numbers. I like the card, especially when your opponent tries to play the game that he's not going to give you any counterblasts. That's fine. Retire some units. 2 Spectral Diablo.
Is he MVP?
MVP. It's a really good card. If you beef this up, your opponent has to, unless he has like 10 cards in hand, your opponent has to take one of them. You know, and if you put that restriction where it's an on hit, you're gonna probably get another full roll. I don't need to explain it. Now, 3 Drag Driver. Love this card, especially against decks that control, decks that have board wipe. Add Ritual, Soul Blast 1, call out grade 1s up to the number of face-up drag drivers that you have in your G zone. So if you do the first one, flip 1, you get to call 1. If you combo it off with your Spectral Diablo, flip 1 later on, flip 1, and you get to call out 2 of them. 2 units, and then those units get a plus 1,000 for every grade 1 in your drop zone, so it makes nice pressure columns. And then you could combo it off with your, if you don't have anything on the board, you could use him, bring out a grade 1, drag hard, retire the unit, bring out another 2, so it gives you a nice little column. Fixes that issue. And then of course, your finisher and your pressure card of the deck is Phantom. I always get his name wrong. Dark Dragon, Phantom Blaster Diablo. Stupid card. It really is. Against decks that, if you use this card correctly, even at 2 damage, you can finish your opponent. But I mean, it's all about its chance. But there you go, guys. That's the deck. The deck has been so far. It's been really good. It's been a lot of fun. The deck is still in its maturing stages, and we'll see what it turns into. So thank you guys for watching.